Good evening, everyone. It's so great to see you here. Students, parents, family members, friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to the 2021 Upper St. Clair High School National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. My name is Tim Wagner, and I am honored and excited to be presiding over this special occasion as the high school principal. It also gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our high school stadium. I'm grateful that we're able to celebrate in person this evening, with an additional warm welcome to those who are joining us by live stream. National Honor Society inductees, I congratulate you and your parents. Although it's common to associate academic achievement with the National Honor Society, it is really your achievements in the areas of leadership, character, service, and scholarship that are being honored here tonight by your induction into this prestigious society. An honor such as this is a wonderful way for the school and the community to recognize and to celebrate the choices and the sacrifices that you have made. And so tonight we celebrate your hard work, your dedication, your discipline, your selflessness, your honor, and your achievement. This is an important moment worthy of recognition and celebration. It's also an important moment for reflection. Students, as you sit here this evening, I want you to consider what this induction really means. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." A path to success often comes with challenges, and it isn't your academic abilities alone that have earned you membership into the National Honor Society. Tonight, you're being honored for demonstrating 4 traits. These traits, leadership, service, scholarship, and character, do not operate independently of one another, but rather they're closely connected and all build upon a foundation of character. Our school district firmly believes that who you are is how you lead, and I contend that who you are is how you lead, how you serve, and how you learn as well. This evening, I ask you to consider what this night really represents. It isn't just about belonging to a prestigious society, but it's also about being a person of character. And if character is the foundation for our leading, our learning, and our serving, my question to you is, what's next? What are you going to do from this important moment forward? There's a path for each and every one of you, and your character is going to contribute to the direction of that path. In closing, let me finish with a quote from President John F. Kennedy. Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. Students, thank you for your energy and all of the effort that you've put into what you pursue. Tonight, we're proud to honor your decision to try. That decision has, in turn, led you to this important milestone in your academic career. Students, parents, family members, and friends, I welcome you and extend my deepest congratulations to all of you. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce the advisor of the National Honor Society, Mrs. Laura Carlino.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's celebration of Upper St. Clair's outstanding scholars, leaders, volunteers, and citizens. As Dr. Wagner said, my name is Laura Carlino, the faculty advisor of the National Honor Society. During this unique school year, we have all been challenged to adapt to our current reality. I have had the privilege to work with an enthusiastic and responsible body of students willing to put aside their own concerns to help others in need. Many of the senior members of the National Honor Society were contributing forces behind the meal distributions in our community, and members have given tours to numerous visitors of the school, virtually tutored hundreds of students, and donated countless hours of their time to charitable activities. As we continue celebrating the National Honor Society's ideals with tonight's induction, please notice the 4 unlit candles to my left, which represent leadership, character, scholarship, and service. These realms of achievement will be addressed by our National Honor Society officers who have consistently exemplified these very standards in their elected leadership roles. Listen carefully to their message as they pass along their high standards to you, the newest class of National Honor Society members here at Upper St. Clair High School. Tonight we are here to recognize those students who have achieved remarkable measurements of success, and I look forward to working with all of you. Now I will introduce the current president of the National Honor Society, Sammy Seawald.
Welcome and congratulations to all of you on your induction into the National Honor Society. You all worked extremely hard to get to this point and should be so proud of all of your accomplishments. As NHS members, you not only excel academically, but also stand out as strong and well-rounded leaders. Now, I'd like you all to take a moment and imagine yourselves on a journey, trying to find the ultimate leader. Someone you've heard can grant any of your wishes. Right now, you're walking down a road made of yellow bricks. You're surrounded by 3 very interesting characters: a scarecrow, a man made of tin, and a talking lion. This story is likely becoming familiar to you. That's right, I'm describing The Wizard of Oz. From its characters, we can draw many important lessons about being an effective leader. For example, as he journeys down the famous yellow brick road to find Oz, the scarecrow believes he lacks a brain. But as it turns out, he is a very reflective character, and his quick wit helps the rest of the group make fast decisions. Brains provide us with much more than just intelligence. As leaders, we must also use our brains to reflect on our decisions and make changes based on those which had the most positive impact. In addition, we should be able to think on our feet. Just like the scarecrow quickly came up with a plan to collect apples for Dorothy from a group of angry apple trees, we are often in situations where we must think quickly and creatively to help others achieve their goals. During their journey, Dorothy and the scarecrow encounter the Tin Man, a gentle, loving figure who ironically claims that he is missing a heart. Caring for others is one of the most valuable qualities of being a leader. It is so important to ensure that our followers' voices are heard and that they feel comfortable as part of the group. Throughout the story, the Tin Man always keeps an eye out for smaller animals who have trouble fending for themselves. As a part of NHS, you, as leaders, will be able to complete a certain amount of community service hours, during which you will be able to channel your inner Tin Man, caring for those less fortunate, and using your leadership skills to demonstrate compassion to others. After a few more steps down the yellow brick road, Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man run into the Cowardly Lion. Although his name implies that he is quite literally a scaredy cat, we can actually learn a lot about bravery from his actions throughout the story. He is certainly scared of many things, especially while the group crosses through a haunted forest, but he still continues on their journey. The Cowardly Lion teaches us that it is okay to have fears and still be a strong leader. What is more important is being able to step out of our comfort zones to make decisions that will best benefit the group, even if they are not always easy. This brings us to Dorothy, the young girl who takes the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion on their journey along the yellow brick road. By sticking with the group and helping to keep their spirits up even in difficult situations, Dorothy represents the values of determination and teamwork. As leaders, we should all set a good example by remaining resolute and determined to reach our goals. Finding Oz was certainly on the minds of all of the story's characters, and Dorothy did not stop looking for him until they finally reached Emerald City and the Royal Palace of Oz, exemplifying her determination and persistence. Dorothy also demonstrates teamwork because she welcomes the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion as members of her team as they journey to find Oz. She counts on them for new ideas and never abandons them, even when things become difficult. As leaders, working with and inspiring our peers is always extremely important. Being there for others and having faith in them is one of the most effective ways to demonstrate positive leadership. As NHS members and leaders of our Upper St. Clair community, each of you has the opportunity to use your leadership to leave a lasting, positive impact. I know that wherever your yellow brick roads may take you as you move on to your final year of high school and beyond, you will work together as leaders to make a difference at our high school and throughout the world. Thank you, and I would now like to introduce our current NHS Vice President, Topher Bishop.
Hello everyone. I want to start off by congratulating every single one of our new NHS members. Your personal, academic, and community achievements are what have earned you the right to be at this ceremony today, and you should all be very proud of your hard work over the past 3 years. In the past, you have all had multiple speeches on character. Teachers, counselors, and guest speakers have come in year after year to hammer this one central idea into your heads. They all had different focuses, but it always revolved around this broad topic of character. And guess what? I'm up here today, tasked again to talk to you about character. The idea of good character has been repeated to you over and over so many times that most of you are probably numb to the subject. Character is such an automatic term that we don't even think twice when it comes up. You look at the speaker and turn your brains off thinking, I've heard this one before. It just doesn't mean anything to you anymore. Think about it. What comes to mind when you think of the word character? Being a good person, having integrity, your personality inside and out? These are common answers because it's what you've been told since you were in kindergarten. Character is seemingly associated with academic settings because that's the only place you are taught about it. Character is so much more. All of you are here today because you have good character. You wouldn't have been granted acceptance into NHS if you didn't. And I guarantee that when all of you were completing your applications for induction, you skipped right through the section on character. You had to think about if you met the GPA requirements for scholarship, if you had enough leadership activities to put on a resume, or if you had a service endeavor that was important enough to write about in an essay. But did you even think about your character? Character is not a skill that should be overlooked. It is part of the NHS selection criteria because all of the other 3 pillars rely on it. A model NHS member needs to be studious to have good scholarship, to possess leadership qualities to be a good leader, and to be a compassionate and helpful person to complete any sort of service. Your character is who you are, and therefore part of everything you do. I'm not going to stand up here and try to convince you to be a better person. I'm here to make you reflect and change your belief on what character really means. Living our lives without thinking about character is just going through the motions, without giving a thought to what kind of person we are or how we are projecting ourselves. Good character is not something that we should be numb to. It is something we should think about and consider before making any decision or taking any action. So while some of you might take the last few minutes and file it away with your other 20 speeches on character, I hope some of you use it as a moment of reflection to see what role character really plays in your life and the life of others. Character is not just a speech topic. It is every part who you are and what you do. Thank you, and please welcome current National Honor Society Treasurer, Drew Levy.
Good evening. My name is Drew Levy, and as Treasurer of the National Honor Society, it is my pleasure to welcome you again to the induction ceremony for the class of 2022. Every one of you here tonight should be proud of your accomplishments thus far, not only in the realms of leadership and character, but also in another equally important area, scholarship. Many of you have heard the term scholarship in relation to college applications, and I'm sure we have all heard it thrown around by our counselors and administrators. But what does it actually mean? Let's think back for a second to elementary school. I'm sure we all, even including many parents, remember Schoolhouse Rock. Conjunction junction, I'm just a bill, lolly lolly lolly, get your adverbs here. Ring any bells? Now think back to that iconic theme song. I don't want to torture everyone by attempting to sing it, but here's how it starts. As your body grows bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn, 'cause knowledge is power. Let me repeat that. Knowledge is power. Although somewhat cliche, Schoolhouse Rock truly nails it on the head with that phrase. Knowledge provides us with the ability to think for ourselves and see the world in ways we may have never seen it before, giving us a fresh perspective on the challenges facing society. It allows us to express our own thoughts positively and contribute to society in countless ways. It allows us to be inventive, resourceful, proactive, to advance our world into an improved future, a future I am sure we all wish to be a part of. The value of knowledge does not come from the rote memorization of information. The value of knowledge depends on how you use it, how you apply it. Knowledge and scholarship are inseparable ideas. Scholarship is a commitment to learning, but the end result of learning is the acquisition of knowledge. Therefore, scholarship really is power. But this is not power as in control and influence over others. Rather, this is the power to make a difference in the world. The power to stand out from the crowd. The power to be the person you wish to be. So scholarship is not about money or prestige or rewards. Scholarship is really the capacity to bring about true change in the world and realize your goals. But what inspires one to have a commitment to learning? In other words, what makes one a true scholar? Each and every one of you here tonight embodies scholarship through your natural curiosity. You are all driven by curiosity to explore your interests, whether that be in STEM, the arts, history, the social sciences, the list goes on. In whatever field inspires you, keep searching for answers. Keep striving to learn. Never stop learning. People who become too complacent with their position in life often forget that learning is a lifelong activity, and it is important to remember to never let your curiosity waver. Your curiosity is one of your most valuable qualities and should be cherished, nurtured, celebrated. Learning is the key to knowledge. Knowledge is the pathway to scholarship, and scholarship is a means by which to effect change in the world. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Bryce Keating, the Secretary of the National Honor Society.
Hello, everyone. As Secretary of the National Honor Society, I'm excited to congratulate you on your induction into this society this year. It is truly an honor. From my fellow elected officers' speeches, you have all learned the importance of leadership, character, and scholarship. But another important aspect of being a member of the National Honor Society is a commitment to service. Service is arguably the most important pillar of these four pillars, because it can be seen as the culmination of leadership, character, and scholarship. Sure, a person can be well-versed in one or two or all three of these pillars, but only once they apply them together can they effectively carry out service. While service can often seem to be only benefiting the receiving party, this is not the case. By providing service to others, we as National Honor Society members are given the opportunity to utilize and strengthen our own sense of leadership, our character, and our commitment to scholarship, as well as learn a thing or two about ourselves along the way. However, performing service isn't so cut and dry. Performing service is a selfless act, and it can be difficult to be selfless in some cases. I mean, let's take a look at this year, for example. With tensions of all kinds reaching new heights, and with the new COVID reality we've had to live with, it can be so easy to just trap yourself in a bubble and get rid of everything around you and just not pay attention to the world. I myself have fallen victim to this behavior, and I'm sure some of you have felt like tuning out of the world to focus on AP tests or SAT, ACT tests, personal issues, or college application prep. But as National Honor Society members, we have a duty to rise above this isolative tendency and self-centeredness, to take voluntary action to provide service to those who are in need. Now, before I wrap this speech up, I'll leave you with one final thought. Everyone here before me is capable. In order to be here tonight, to receive this honor, you have had to showcase your leadership, your character, and your scholarship. You have what you need inside you right now. So go use it. Whether it be something large scale like volunteering at a nonprofit or organizing a food drive, or something smaller like volunteering at your church or helping out a neighbor, I encourage you to go seek out and serve your family, friends, and community, and continue to harness your leadership, character, and scholarship for the benefit of others. And while you do so, I encourage you to learn more about who you are and what matters to you along the way. Once again, congratulations for receiving this honor, and at this time, the newly inducted members will be honored by President Sammy Seawald and Vice President Topher Bishop.
Are you standing here or at the table? Oh, gotcha. Yes. I guess. Yeah.
Ramaisa Alam, Eddie Albert, Joseph Altvader, Sydney Angel, Michaela Artnack, George Atencio, William Backdian, Evan Barker, Michael Barsotti, Brady Bartusiak.
No, I don't think it went off the speakers, did it? Oh, sorry. Erica Lagoy. Did that one work? I don't know. I don't hear it. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this one just doesn't go. Okay. Erica Lagoy. Yeah, there we go. Isha Lahodi. Trevor Lamb. Aubrey Lang. Anderson Ladaris. Alex Lacashman. Jack Loomis. And Maggie Loudon.
Jacqueline Bell. Roll Benedicto.
Might be working now, of course.
Jack Berger. Ileana Burkowski. Ella Blau. Bridget Bull. Ben Bordenstein. Max Brower. And Ariana Brawler.
Leah Lund. Lily Lund. Mia Makovich. Molly Maher. Philip Majkic. Marina McCool. Briella Mamana. Isabella Morosco. And Kat Marchando.
Skylar Bruno. Maya Burlingame. Vlad Bykov. Mateo Sapulio. Allie Childs. Jessica Christensen. Sarah Christensen. Tegan Cisco. Kate Clark. And William Closser.
David Marsh. Jacqueline Martinelli. Courtney McCardle. Carmela McNally. Caroline Mikulski. Andrew Miller. Luca Missick. Felipe Mollicurry. Kaylin Moran. Sandra Munsick.
Caitlin Clawherty. Paige Copenhaver. Marley Crochier. Anthony Danoon. Michaela Densmore. Nick DeRubis. Rick Day. Cara DiPasquale. Mackenzie Dupree. And Seth Durrani.
Daniel Murphy. Ethan Neal. Haley Newton. Tanner O'Grady. Connor O'Neill. Dev Patel. Daniel Pollock. Aaron Payne. Victoria Pete. and Joe Phillips.
Charles Everly, Ashley Eichberg, Anya Ekbote, Michael Farah, Rachel Fibby, Jake Fisher, Nathan Garrett, Carter Gerlach, Kathleen Gianni, Natalie Gilbert,
Noelle Pyrane, Serena Ploger, Sarah Potter, Rhea Punjabi, Henry Rayon, Eva Rankin, Shreya Raya Puretti, Shauna Reddy, Emma Redlinger, Joe Reeder.
Shreya Golakia, Joseph Goldstein, Juliana Gray, Keelan Ham, Andrew Happ, Hannah Hardy, John Herzog, Anna Hess, Grace Hetz, and Alan Ho.
Hannah Rieger, Julia Rushenthaler, Andrew Rossello, Samuel Scalzo, Natalie Scott, Victoria Semenov, Ryan Senchishak, Vidher Senthil, Aiden Schaefer.
Patrick Hines, Nicholas Ioli, Shivani Jaju, Molly James, Hannah James, Bailey Jans, Cole Yosta, Jordy Kennedy, Amar Kethavath, Sanjana Kedekar,
Ritvik Shah, Soham Shankar, Jack Shearer, Nikhil Shetty, Colton Shirey, RJ Shantz, Zachary Cilio, Ganesh Sivaramakrishnan, Laurel Schoberg, Mia Skeel,
Katie Kubeski, Hope Krozik, Serena Krishnaswamy, and Lauren Queter.
Stephanie Spina, Nevada Suresh, Lily Tarkson, Alexander Teresi, Aditri Thakur, Sammy Tyndale, Madeline Tomshek, Hurst Tripathi, Arun Vasudevan, Judy Wang, Danielle Wenk, Madeline Wetzel, Andrew White, Shane Williams, Sydney Woomer, Kendall Wright, Isaac Yap, Penny Yates, Isabel Use, Eliana Zahalski, Bria Zigarelli, and Adam Zhang.
At this time, can our new members please stand at their seats as we recite the Pledge of the National Honor Society? So repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. It is my honor to now officially introduce the Upper St. Clair High School National Honor Society members of 2021 and 2022. You may now take a seat. And it is my honor to introduce the Superintendent of Upper St. Clair, Dr. Razzo.
Thank you, Mrs. Carlino. Good evening, and congratulations to our newest inductees of the Upper St. Clair High School National Honor Society. It is my honor and pleasure as Superintendent of Schools to be here with you in person to offer remarks to such a talented and dedicated group of students. For the last 15 months, our students and staff have created countless meaningful virtual experiences and celebrations. While I appreciate that we were able to offer such event, it is not the same as celebrating together in person. I'd like to extend my sincerest appreciation to the present National Honor Society members and your advisor, Ms. Carlino, for your commitment to academics, our school community, and the National Honor Society. We are thankful for your contributions to tonight's ceremony, as well as your work throughout the entire school year. I would also like to acknowledge the important leadership support provided by our administrators, Dr. Wagner, Dr. Beck, and Mr. Zielinski. And this year, of all years, a sincere and heartfelt thank you to the many members of our custodial and maintenance staff, school police and security team, and our activities office, who logistically help make these events possible. Tonight, we celebrate 188 National Honor Society inductees. This evening, you heard about the 4 pillars of National Honor Society: leadership, scholarship, character, and service. In our recent history, these tenets have never been more relevant, timely, and needed. Each of you and your families have likely been faced with a number of challenges throughout the last 15 months. Whether personal, health, academic, social, or financial, we have all been impacted in some way by this pandemic. Yet, here you are, among our finest in leadership, scholarship, character, and service. As our future leaders, your ability to thrive during such unique and uncertain times gives us great pride, confidence, and optimism. The world needs more leaders like you who exemplify the pillars of National Honor Society. 59% of our junior class, the class of 2022, has exceeded the rigorous standards established for membership in the National Honor Society. In a normal year, this would be considered an outstanding achievement. But this year, in the midst of a global pandemic, this accomplishment is beyond impressive. We are incredibly proud of you individually and collectively. Newest members of the Upper St. Clair High School National Honor Society, thank you for allowing us to share this special night with you. And thank you for your continued leadership, scholarship, character, and service. We look forward to your senior year here at Upper St. Clair High School. Congratulations again, and best wishes.
Once again, I would like to congratulate the students who have become official members of the National Honor Society this evening. I would also like to thank Dr. Wagner and Dr. Razzo for so graciously agreeing to speak at our induction tonight, and to Dr. Beck, Mr. Zielinski, and to Mrs. Brooke Tarkson for also being here in support of our scholars. Lastly, I owe a huge thank you to our officers, Sammy, Topher, Bryce, and Drew. They truly represent the high principles of character sought for in National Honor Society members. Thank you for your dedication to academics, service, and leadership. Upper St. Clair High School relies upon students such as you to better the world for tomorrow's future. Remember that in every situation you are in, it is an opportunity to lead. Be present with your friends, family, and yourself. Congratulations to all the newly inducted members and your families, and have a great evening and stay safe.
Okay.